A charming picture. I'm sure we all wish them long life and happiness. A ceremony of special interest took place at the Parliament buildings during the royal couple's visit to Ottawa. This was the formal handing over of Queen Mary's carpet to the people of Canada. Public subscription had raised over £32,500 to buy it, and this money helped to reduce Britain's dollar deficit. Also, as the Princess said,
"You have asked me to hand into the keeping of the National Gallery the embroidered carpet which my grandmother, Queen Mary, has made with her own hand and which is lasting evidence of her unrivaled skill and artistry. I am very glad to do this, and I know that my grandmother will be most happy to think that Ottawa is to be the final home for her work."
The next big city on the list in this great trans-Canadian tour was Toronto. The arrival was in the evening after shops and offices had closed. This fact, together with the size of Toronto, it's 5 times as large as the capital, Ottawa, accounts for the tremendous crowd that greeted the Princess and the Duke. The welcome was tumultuous as the royal pair went to the official reception by the mayor at the City Hall. Next day, one of many engagements, was a half-hour visit to the Toronto exhibition grounds. The Princess and her husband made a point of sitting up in their car so that they could easily be seen as they drove round. But the most important people in the big crowd of spectators here were 20,000 schoolchildren. And to judge by the way the Canadian youngsters cheered and waved, the visit was indeed a huge success. After Toronto, a glimpse of the Niagara Falls. But before having a real look at that famous spectacle, there was the special visitors' book to be signed at the Oaks Gardens. There is, of course, a magnificent view of the giant cascade from this point. But in order to get a real close-up of Niagara, it's necessary to go down to the observation plaza, and it's also necessary to wear waterproofs against the spray. We may be certain that the Princess and the Duke thoroughly enjoyed their visit.